Hello there everybody, Dodgy Gamer here, welcome to the channel and welcome to episode 1 of Breaking the Big Three. I'm here in the Genclerbirligi hot seat in Ankara, Turkey, and Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, Besiktas, we're coming for ya. So basically the premise of this save is, in Turkey you've got these three big Istanbul teams that have completely dominated pretty much the entire history of the Turkish Super League, winning 54 out of 61 titles. So we're here to challenge that. Genclerbirligi from the capital Ankara. The capital Ankara has never had a championship winning team. We're out to change that. We're going to take this team to the top and make them the dominant force in Turkish football. So let's have a look at the team in this first section of the video. Just want to give you an overview of what I'm starting with, and then I'll cut forward to the end of pre-season, and hopefully we'll fit the first match in as well. Okay, so I'm told by my current staff that this guy, Diallo Guidile, is my best player. So he's a ball-winning defensive midfielder. Good. I'm probably going to use a DM in my first attempt at a tactic. So he looks decent. I mean, looking at his stats there, he's not a world beater, but he's a decent enough player. From Mauritania, interesting. So he's an international player at least. And always in midfielders, or any player really, determination, teamwork, work rate, I'm always looking for those to be high. So he ticks the boxes there. Very good physical stats, I think. So he's a decent player, and we'll look forward to working with him. I also, in midfield, like the look of this guy, Abdul Khalili. Again, he's good with his teamwork, work rate. Determination's not so high, but you know, we can work with that. And again, he looks like a decent player. He's got a cap for Sweden as well, so hopefully he's going to be a good player for us. We do have an interesting prospect here, Vedat Muriqi, a Kosovan player. So he's a decent first team player already, 3 stars current ability, but his potential is high. He's the highest potential of any player at the club. So again, determination, teamwork and work rate are all good. So he's got decent finishing and heading for a striker. The physical stats are nice, so I'll be looking forward to watching him develop. But there are some areas to address in the squad. If we look at the defence, only 2 central defenders in the first team squad, and one of them's only 2.5 stars, so we're going to have to add some depth there. Left back, there's only 1 left back in the first team squad, so we need at least 1 more to balance the team out a bit. And there's this huge group here of right wingers, so we might look into, although they look like decent players going on the star rating, we might look to shift a couple of those out to free up some spots and free up some wage budget. So speaking of budgets, our balance is healthy. We've got almost £13 million in the bank, and I've got a transfer budget of £2 million. Yeah, I think I can work with that at this level. And £124,000 a week wage budget. We're under wage budget by £15,000 at the moment, so at least that means I can bring a couple of guys in immediately. And in terms of expectations, the board want me to get mid-table in the Super League, so I think we're probably going to have to strengthen the squad a bit to stand a realistic chance of that, but I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to work my way through pre-season while you, by the magic of video editing, will join me on the other side. Well, welcome back. As you can see, we're on the eve of the season. Actually, well, we're on the day of the match, and I'm ready to make my managerial debut with Genclerbirligi. We're taking on Bursaspor away. Pretty tough match to start with, but we'll see how it goes. I said I was going to show you transfers. Not a lot to show you really. It's been a bit tough. I mean, I don't have any strict rules on how to go about transfers, but I don't like to just go to the player search menu and start like spamming the scout button. So I want to see what my scouts recommend to me, what the new staff I brought in recommend to me. The new staff I brought in all said I can't recommend anybody. The scouts keep recommending foreign players. The problem is there's a cap of 14 registered foreign players. The squad already had 15 or 16 when I came in. Even when I restricted the scouts to just Turkey, they kept coming up with foreign players. I did actually bring one foreign player in, an Italian guy, Alessandro Diamanti. Very experienced, decent number of games for Italy, 17 caps. And obviously, those attributes, he's going to bring a lot of experience to the team. So we're going to look, he's going to be a first teamer this season, I expect. And I'm going to look to use him to mentor and tutor some of the younger players as well. And apart from that, I really needed to shore up the defence, but it's really difficult to find decent Turkish central defenders who are available. The only one I've signed so far is this guy, Alam Öztürk. I signed him from Bursaspor, who are in the first league, so one step down. He's previously played for Hearts. He's not a fantastic player, but he's decent enough, and he's at least adds another option. We struggled a bit with injuries in pre-season, so he's going to shore up the defence a bit. And then I needed cover at left back, so I went into the loan market and I brought in Melih Gökçemen from Galatasaray. Obviously very young, has a lot of developing to do, but he'll be fine as a backup. Speaking of pre-season, if I just bring up for you our pre-season results, it doesn't make for great reading, does it? 3 defeats there, all to the better sides we played. So obviously Sampdoria and Real Sociedad, we were awful. I mean, Sampdoria can put it down to the first match of pre-season, but when that Real Sociedad match came around, that really worried me, because we should have been at least cohesive as a team unit by then, at least not embarrassing ourselves. The only wins we got came on a short tour of Slovenia, so it looks like we're good against Slovenian second division teams, and we're not so good against Serie A or La Liga teams. We need to find out how good we are against the Super League team. So let's get to the match and play Bursaspor. Diamanti, I'm going to use him as an inside forward. I always like to have an inside forward in my teams. This is great. We've got a player here called Badi. Fantastic. That'll be confusing for the young fans, won't it? That they're suddenly supposed to like the Badi. But okay, we'll be looking for Badi to fulfill that advanced playmaker role, and we'll just see how this goes. I do not have high hopes for this tactic at all, but you know, I can't send them out without a tactic for the first game now, can I? Don't worry about that. Alright, so here we go. My managerial debut to Genclerbirligi. It's also my managerial debut on YouTube, if you don't count the Football Manager mobile stuff, so it's quite nerve-wracking. Okay, so we are going to nah, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, we'll just go out there and show people what you've got, and they did not react at all. Okay, press conference. It's a wonderful job. Okay, I'm actually gonna take those off now. Pre-season's over, and we're off. Okay, opening highlight didn't result in a goal against us, so that's a good start in my book. Okay, but it seems to be all Bursaspor in these early highlights. Bit of a wayward shot. If those are the kind of shots they're going to make during this match, we'll be fine with that. Okay, well won there. Let's see if we can get a quick counter. Oh, dearie me. He was just knocked off the ball far too easily there, if you ask me. I thought someone was going to make the run there, but it wasn't to be. Now we've got to watch for the counter from Bursaspor. And okay, good defending. Got the foot in there. Didn't deal with the clearance, but again, another slightly wayward shot from Bursaspor. Keep those coming. We don't mind those. Okay, Titi with the throw. Don't laugh. Uh-oh, he's got far too much space for that shot. But Hopf. Safe pair of hands from Hopf. Okay, the baddie's got the ball, and the great Carly. The great Carly with a Bursaspor style wayward shot. We'll have to sort that out. Okay, so it's been a bit of a cagey opening. Obviously the home team are having the better of the play, which is kind of expected, and they are, I think, a better team than us. Baddie's picked up a knock. Ooh, what's all that about? Potential thigh injury. Let him run that off a bit. Let's see what happens with this highlight. Oh, not sure what went on then. I thought I'd given a penalty against this for a second. I'm going to leave him on for now. Just see if we can get him to half time. Okay, his conditions coming back up, so that's good. It's not been a particularly technically sound match so far from either side. Okay, whoa, what's happening with Bash there? That's like one of those dreams where you're trying to run fast, but you just can't get moving. Okay, Bursaspor are coming forward now. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We're giving away a free kick. Looks like it. Oh, and I think he's already been booked. Oh, yes he has, and it looks like we've got our first red card of the season. He's the captain as well. What a tool. Oh, thanks a lot, mate. Well, we'll take the baddie off. Okay, so it looks like we'll have to bring one of our own youngsters on. Lost our playmaker. Not that he was making many plays, so I was just about to say let's just get to half time at 0-0, but that's not to be either. I should really make some tactical changes here, shouldn't I? Deep, I think. Try and retain possession. So dribble less. Be a bit more disciplined. Oh, is something going to come from this, or is it just a tactic highlight? Bit of ping-pongy pinball there. But nothing came of it. Okay, let's just survive till half-time. Bursaspor aren't playing particularly aggressively, even though they got the man advantage. But please, let's go in at 1-0 down, not 2. Oof. Thought we were going to be the victim of some wonder goal there. Okay, looking at the ratings, I mean, it's all slightly below average from Genclerbirligi so far. But then you look at Bursaspor, attackers are not having particularly great games either. Okay, my assistant manager thinks anything we'd have to say now would just overcomplicate things. We've been the better team here. No, definitely not. Okay, yeah, this is a bit of a difficult one. I can see why the assistant manager went for that. Let's just say, assertively, a much better showing in the second half. That'll do. Okay, off we go. I'm not much of a tactical tinkerman, as you will maybe have already sussed out, or you will notice during this. I don't like to keep, fiddling with things. Sometimes that's probably to my detriment. But at the moment I'm happy just to keep the scoreline down. Okay, and as I say that, they nearly get their second. Decent enough save by Hopf. Let's see if we can deal with this corner nicely. Does it? Safe pair of hands. Thank you very much. Okay, just tell him to tighten up a bit more. Don't mix up just yet. We should look into. I have used. Used him in more of a DM role, so let's do that and drop these guys back a bit more. Not a Tinkerman, this is. Not let me do that because he's an inside forward. We'll leave you there then. Out here. Oh, how does he still have that much space? I just. Is that not a goal? Oh my lord! But how did that guy get so much space to shoot when it just dropped somebody into the DM slot? Tell the striker to drop back a bit. Okay, let's make a sub as well. I'm gonna just give my Vedat Mariki a run out. Okay, well that was a goal kick to 0-1. Got so much space in midfield. He's having to cope with that sending off. Come on, get the ball off him. Get the ball off him. Okay, I guess that took a deflection off someone. Okay, there we go, Carlini. Okay, we're approaching the last 15 minutes. Let's just tell them to tighten up a bit. Keep it down to 1-0. I think 1-0 has got to go down as a respectable-ish score, considering we've played an hour with 10 men. Let's put some fresh legs on in midfield. Kamal Issa on for Abdul Khalili. And just as we talked about respectable scores and 1-0s, they have another attack. Okay, that's encouraging, I suppose. They're limited to long shots from most of the highlights. So maybe dropping those midfielders a bit deeper did the job after all. Are we going to nick one at the end? Probably not. Yeah, the fans are making fun of us now with their ironic cheers. But, well, if they're not shooting, I'm fine with that. How much possession? 58%. They've got the extra man and the home advantage. That makes sense. Okay. I was worried we were going to have another sending off or concede another goal there. Luckily, neither thing happened. Okay, let's just play this out then. I think both teams are just settling for the scoreline as it is now. Dear me, Bursaspor 16 shots, only 4 on target. We're definitely going to have to up our game against better teams. And I'm going to show you something in a minute. We definitely need to up our game very quickly. Okay, for some reason this time has slowed down as we approach injury time. Let's just, speed it up. Play the extra 3 minutes and we're done. Waiting for the next highlight. I haven't been doing anything, have I? Okay, not sure why that took that long to go through a minute. Tactical changes from the Bursaspor manager, I guess. Dear me, we're just barely on the ball. Well, we were much better than this against those Slovenian second division sides. Alright, come on, ref. You can blow the whistle now. We're close enough to 93 minutes. Oh man, so much space they have there. Luckily, the end product's been lacking from Bursaspor quite a bit today. And there we go. Bit of a disappointing start to the season. But we had the man sent off. What do you expect? Okay, yeah, I agree with the assistant manager there. I'm not going to be harsh on them. So I can't fault any of you except for the guy who got sent off. It was just one of those days. Okay, they liked it. They reacted positively. Well, that's something, I suppose. Okay, poor performance adds to disappointing defeat. Okay, not the best headline to be seeing. Let's have a look. Has been banned for 1 match. I'm going to issue a warning. We can't be having that. Okay, he's accepted the warning. We can't be having that. First game of the season. Baddie. What happened to the Baddie? Baddie pulled hamstring. He's going to be out for 2 to 4 weeks. I'm going to leave that to the physio. Following some other Football Manager YouTubers' videos. I know it's normal to, opening match of the season and then skip ahead a few matches and bring in a second episode a little bit deeper into the season. I'm not going to do that. Not because I'm going to show you every game. But let's just have a look at the schedule. So we've played that opening game of the season. Look at next week. First home match of the season, Galatasaray. And then who have we got the week after? Fenerbahce. This is going to be quite a tough start to the season. I would not be surprised if it's played 3, lost 3, scored 0, conceded 8. Or something like that. So I am going to come back pretty quickly to show you those 2 matches, Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. I suppose that's going to be a good sign of how much work we need to do, and then hopefully we're going to have a few easier matches after that. So yeah, a bit of a disappointing start to the season, but not entirely unexpected. Can't complain too much about only losing 1-0 when we played with 10 men for so long. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2018 content. And join me again to see how close we are to breaking the Big 3 when we take on 2/3 of the Big 3 next time. I'm Dodgy Gamer. Thanks for watching.